Okay, we're going to show you how to do some wood graining today with your hands, with no tool other than your hands and a whisk broom. So we have our Stays Clear from Benjamin Moore, and I think I'm showing you the French label there, so I'm giving away that I'm from Canada. And we've got some in a container, and I'm going to put some burnt umber tint in there, and we're going to stir it up. I wanted to show you guys actually mixing the tint because everyone wants to know, well, how much do you put in and what does it look like and all that sort of thing. So here we are. Now I started mixing this up and I decided, oh, not quite where I wanted to be. Added a little black tint as well, because black is sometimes just that little touch of it will put it in the right spot. So in order to check it, I'll throw a little on my finger, I'll give it a wipe, and I can see it's translucent. And then I'll put some on a board here, and that just helps me to see if I've got the right consistency. Something you really have to play with a lot to figure out what's the right amount for you. That's the only way to really nail it down. So here we are. We're going to take our whiz roller. We're going to roll our panel out. Just get a nice even coat on there. And of course, after we have that on there, then we're going to take a brush and we're going to just put the brush through it just to lay it down and give it a little more of a wood grain kind of look. Now here I'm just simply taking my hands, pushing my four fingers together and squeezing them to the board with a fair amount of pressure, which leaves these four ridges. So do a pass, do another pass, and you can see it kind of has that sort of wood grain look already, just by the nature of me being a little shaky trying to get to the edge of that line. So do that to your whole panel, and I might add the panel was glazed, so to make it slide off. Now we're going to do this on an angle with the whisk broom, just slightly angled so that we're going against the grain and it pulls it to the left and to the right, not directly exactly the grain direction. And you can see that sort of pulls it out. Now the whisk broom I had today was one that's losing hair faster than I am, which is saying something. But we're going to take this, I'm just going to go back and forth and keep going until the paint is almost dry. So we've almost moved any paint that can actually move. So you do that back and forth. If you notice, like I have some strands there from the broom laying, once it's dry, just give it a little sand and those will pop right off. And you can see there, so keep going. And now we've let the panel dry, and I'm using the exact same sauce, just rolling it on there, and just like before, once we have it rolled on, we'll take a brush, my favorite, the chip brush, and we're just going to brush that out. And you see right away you have something that looks like straight grain oak. So you don't need a fancy tool. A couple inexpensive things like these resin chip brushes, little roller, and the whisk broom, and you're off to the races and you have yourself a nice looking wood grain. And there you are. Remember, just play with the tint and the color. As far as the background color, just a nice light yellowy latex, and then the glaze over top to seal the panel, and then we go into the wood grain. So nice and simple, nice and easy. You can have a lot of fun with this, and come visit us at creativepaintingtechniques.org.